Two of the biggest forces in health right now are colliding, the wearables boom and the weight loss drug revolution. On one side, smart rings and watches tracking your every heartbeat and hour of sleep. On the other, the GLP-1 medications, like Lilly's Zepbound, that are reshaping how we treat obesity. Now they're being deliberately combined. A new partnership between Oura, maker of the Oura Smart Ring, and Lilly Direct, Eli Lilly's direct-to-consumer platform, is a clear signal of where digital health is heading. Let's unpack what's happening, why it makes clinical sense, and whether the hype holds up. So here's what's actually being announced. Oura and Lilly Direct are pairing a medical device you wear with a prescription drug you take. People accessing GLP-1 therapy through Lilly's direct-to-consumer platform can get an Oura ring, the small smart ring that continuously tracks sleep, activity, heart rate, temperature trends, and a daily readiness score. And this isn't a random cross-sell. Oura says over half of its members identify as overweight or having obesity, and tens of thousands already logged their GLP-1 use in the app. The vision is to combine the medication with real-time biometric feedback and behavioral support, so the drug isn't working in isolation, it's part of one connected system that also nudges your daily habits. It's a concrete example of a much bigger trend, wearables and pharma, converging. Now, why would pairing a ring with a drug genuinely help, beyond marketing? It comes down to how GLP-1 medications work. They're remarkably effective at reducing appetite and driving weight loss, but the weight comes off fast, and crucially, some of what's lost is muscle, not just fat. Protecting muscle, staying active, sleeping well, and eating enough protein all matter enormously for keeping the results and feeling good, and for what happens if you ever stop the drug. The problem is that advice like eat better, move more, sleep well is vague and easy to ignore. This is exactly where a wearable can help. It turns those abstract goals into a daily feedback loop. Are you actually moving today? Are you sleeping? Is your resting heart rate improving? That continuous, personalized feedback is far more motivating than a number on a scale once a month, and it's the real clinical logic behind combining the two. Zoom out, and this partnership is a preview of a much larger shift. For decades, your medication, your health data, and your pharmacy were completely separate worlds. What we're watching now is those worlds merging into what the industry calls connected care, where the drug, the data, and even the delivery live in one integrated ecosystem. A direct-to-consumer platform prescribes and ships the medicine, a wearable streams your daily biometrics, and an app ties it together with coaching. And the numbers explain why everyone's racing here. Global GLP-1 use is projected to exceed 100 million people by 2030. That's an enormous population of highly motivated patients generating continuous health data. The companies that can combine effective medicine with everyday behavior data, and keep people engaged for years, are betting that's the future of chronic health management. This is why a ring company and a pharma giant are suddenly partners. So what's the honest take? The clinical logic is genuinely sound. Pairing a GLP-1 drug with activity, sleep, and recovery tracking targets exactly the habits that make the difference. But let's stay grounded, because a wearable is not magic. Data alone doesn't change behavior. Plenty of people wear a tracker and change nothing. The accuracy of consumer devices has real limits, especially for things like calorie burn. And engagement famously fades once the novelty wears off. The graveyard of abandoned fitness trackers is enormous. There are bigger questions too, worth asking clearly. Who owns this deeply intimate health data, how is it used, and who ultimately benefits from linking your prescription to your biometrics? None of that makes the trend bad, it makes it something to enter with open eyes. The convergence of wearables and medicine is real, promising, and here to stay. Just keep your expectations, and your data awareness, grounded. This is educational, not medical advice.